Well, it looks like Mr. Scratch and the darkness have caught on that we've caught on that we're in a time loop. I guess we're going the long way. I guess all this shit is going to get up and get thrown at me.
The whole damn mountain's trying to kill me.
Yeah. I love the bass. Ow! Mother of cunts, I think I'm dead. I don't know what it's throwing around up there. Yeah. Well, to the surprise of no one, wasn't really sure exactly where to go then. I guess I could get the... I don't think the flashbang would actually hurt the telekinetic shit. I like the poltergeist enemies. I'm just like...
The whole damn mountain's trying to kill me.
I got dinged on the shit. That's frustrating.
I guess they didn't like that.
I might try and flare gun some of this shit.
The whole damn mountain's trying to kill me.
I was a bit worried because please go away. That's about as close as it gets. Now watch all of these go out one by one. Oh, it knows what's good. Oh, this game knows what's good, man. Oh, it's just men. Whoa! It's just men. I'm like, oh wow. This has got, everything's got to get out now. Yeah. Missed. Missed. Come on now. Might swap out for the carbine at this point. Things are getting a bit spicy. Still can't swap this. No. I've missed so many pages, I have no idea where they are. Because crossbow's great, but crossbow's only great at range. Boop. It's all gone south in here.
It's working. Please, come up here.
Yeah, just let me refill my ammo and supplies. I really want to see what's on the other end of this telescope, because I don't know, because I've never played this game. I played Alan Wake, I've never played this one. That's how different this... Oh, do you want to get some irises? Yeah, he's got some irises. It's just the lighting. Alright, please don't die horribly. Look at that, man.
You find the signal?
Yes, I don't think it's quite the same thing we had, the last time. Still, we're definitely picking it up.
Are we getting the complete signal now?
I'm afraid not. Take a look at it yourself. I'm printing out a hard copy now. I'd like to ask you a question or two before that, though. If you don't mind.
What's on your mind?
What's on your mind, Doctor?
Most people would find these events extremely disturbing, provided that they survive these creatures, that is. You seem to be quite adept at dealing with the situation. Why is that?
Yes, I was involved in... It's a complex story. I was in this small town, and a horrible thing from another dimension kidnapped my wife and manipulated me into writing this horror story that came true. I learned to fight it with light, and I managed to contain it and free my wife. But I was trapped in its world.
Are you serious?
Absolutely. So, I'm used to reality working in strange or even impossible ways. And I fought these things, not exactly like this, but close enough for a good while now. Of course, I have certain advantages.
Anything else?
Was there anything else?
What did you mean when you said you have advantages?
At the risk of sounding like a lunatic, reality is much more fluid than people think. It can be influenced.
I didn't take you for a mystic.
I'm not. I'm a writer. And under certain conditions, I can, for lack of a better word, rewrite reality. Change things.
That's absurd.
But it works.
Assuming I believe this, why don't you simply, I don't know,
It
write
has to
yourself
follow
some
the laws
superpowers?
of narrative causality.
It's not quite that simple. You need to follow certain laws of drama, I suppose. You need to think about consistency and symbolism. Often what you write isn't anywhere near as important as what you imply. There are things out there that will take advantage of your mistakes.
You really believe in this?
Don't look at me like that.
Don't look at me like that. You've experienced some of this yourself.
I will gladly admit that something exceedingly strange is going on. But this idea that you're somehow altering reality with your writing is ridiculous. You're essentially saying you're controlling my actions. Leaving aside the rational arguments against this, what gives you the right?
Well, it's more like having a destiny. A path you're on. You're not aware of it, but there it is. If somebody changes it, what difference does it make? It's what every writer does. If you write something that affects one of the characters, they don't really know about that.
I'm not a character. Are you saying that it's all right to take advantage of someone if they aren't aware of it?
Look, all I meant was that if you're genuinely making all your own decisions, and those decisions lead to whatever destiny you have, what practical difference does it make?
I suppose that depends on whether our destinies are determined by things like physics and probabilities, or natural reality, which is presumably neutral and impartial, or by some kind of an intelligence. If it's the latter, that intelligence makes choices based on some criteria. If we suffer as a result of those choices, there's a moral and ethical element involved, regardless of whether we're aware of its manipulations. Wouldn't you agree?
You're taking this very well. I thought you'd be hangry.
I suppose I would be if I thought you could actually do this.
Well, don't forget, what's his name? Thomas tried to change things and bring back dead wife, and it went very bad because he left loopholes, and you have to follow the laws of narrative causality. Let's look at the printout then.
Another printout. Another signal fragment. The message is still not complete, but it's another piece of the weapon he has built against his adversary. Mere words on a piece of paper, but in the right hands, they will hold back the darkness.
Still going to get whooped at the thing, because the better we get at this, the more Mr. Scratch is just going to reset it. That's the thing he can't get out of. We're in a TV episode, there will be an end credits, and then he'll just start the episode again.
The last time the man came to the drive-in, it did not end well. He hopes to avoid that fate this time. He hopes that what he has brought with him to this place is enough.
I love that Alan's just like, right, this is how this works now. I can't explain it. You're going to have to roll with it or you're going to die. Again, I wholeheartedly recommend watching In the Mouth of Madness if you've never watched it. Very similar concept. A private detective is hired to track down a very influential Stephen King-esque author.
Serena's probably out of her mind again. But I'm gonna need that key so I can get the power back on.
Yeah. A Stephen King-esque author who gets his inspiration from beyond the veil. Very, yeah. We can get the crossbow, but I kind of want to try out the hunting rifle a bit, so. And we know this is going to be a fun segment. We're dying a lot more now, so there's that. Let's go get that page there. Was there something on the roof up there? No, there wouldn't be something on the roof up there. The dangers of creation.
To change the world, you must craft a blueprint for the new reality. Any work of art will do, as long as it's a genuine act of creation. That's what the energies of the dark place respond to. The results may be subtle and perplexing, or far-ranging and momentous. My area of expertise, the written word, gives much more precise results than music or interpretive dance would, for instance. But words can be extremely dangerous. What you define may become reality, but so can that which you imply, even if you don't realize you're doing so.
Which is what happened to Thomas Sane. Yes? Remember? Remember? Didn't end well. But he left a loophole. Which is how Alan Wake won, but didn't really win because it's Alan Wake, and Alan Wake just never wins. Hey, love. Yeah, you're fine. Okay, let's deal with this lady. We need the key first.
You again?
I'm really just here to get the keys so I can get the power back on.
Do you want to hold me down? It's okay. I know you like that.
Yeah, I'll just grab the keys.
I could be like your wife. Little wifey. Waiting at home for hubby. Or you could be the mailman. Or the neighbor.
I'm already married to someone who isn't crazy, thanks. I'm just gonna go and get the power back on.
Aww.
Look, I may or may not be back. I have the access code to the booth already, so once the power is on...
You should totally come see me. We could have fun. You know.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, you should sit down.
You should sit down or something. Try to stay calm.
I don't want to be calm. I want to be nasty. I want to be nasty with you.
Yeah. Okay.
You could do anything you want. You can use my...
Let's not even go there. I was hoping that you'd remember more, but I guess that was too much to ask.
I probably will come back just to check on her, because I don't think you should leave her alone when she comes to and realizes what he's done. It's horrendous.
I was about to do the weather, but I see we have a caller. Hey, you're on the air with Eddie. What's up?
Hey, Eddie, it's Ricky. You talked about fate before. You think about that a lot?
Not a lot, to be honest, but I take it you do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Any conclusions you'd care to share, Ricky?
Well, we've got free will, right? That's in the Bible and everything.
Yeah, right, sure.
So free will, right? Am I right? I mean, if we can do what we want, how can there be fate? I mean, you don't know what's going to happen next, so there's no fate. There's just people doing stuff.
Well, I don't know, Ricky. I don't suppose you have considered the possibility that we're all here in the service of a greater purpose, incomprehensible to us,
And that what we take to be freedom is nothing more than the move of a pawn on some cosmic chessboard.
In the Twilight Zone.
Limited in scope, subject to the whims of unseen players,
existing only for their entertainment.
or perhaps we're just a twisted
Reflection
of actual events that can happen
elsewhere.
I love
Could
it.
it be that such is life in Night
Springs.
Dude, what?
Food for thought, Ricky. Food for thought.
Yeah, I fucking adore this game. I probably didn't need to refill my ammo and batteries. I don't know whether I'll even have a chance to come back and check on her and make sure she's okay. I'm looking for pages.
Are you getting it yet, genius?
Yeah, I get it, dude. You've got me in a time loop. Crunch. As long as I don't go and try and deal with that massive fucking war zone you've got laid out for me over there. Ah, see, there was a page over here. Equilibrium.
I have changed. I know who I am now. I know that I can write my own fate.
Oh, shit.
Bright Falls taught me that. I know that indulging my weaknesses, giving in to fear and complacency will only drag me down. The Dark Place taught me that. I'm no Zen master. I've not attained enlightenment. But I have learned to let go of the things that I don't need. I know that without that balance within, I become my own worst enemy. Now I strive for equilibrium, and with that, I'm strong enough to get where I want.
In theory. I don't know, I've not played Control. I'm going to, though. Oh, they are coming for me. It's taking them a little while, but they are coming. Where you at, friend? You're all the way over there, man. Now, I don't know if the boss fight's going to kick off when we restore power or not. Honest to God, because I'd like to go back and check on her, because she got it rough. The idea that Mr. Scratch is just running around and burning people's souls out and fucking them is horrendous. Hell yes! Sawn off shotgun it is. Yes! Fucking sawn-off shotgun, so worth it. So worth it. You're right there. Was that a spider? Is that a spider? I saw something over here. Little spider. Little darkness monster. As long as I don't fuck around in the middle. No, he's gonna do it anyway. See, the thing is, Mr. Scratch always loses this fight. Please go down. So please go down. Well, shit. Now this is going to throw a bunch of cars at me, right? Or does it only do that once? Because the trick is to make it back to what's-her-face. Oh look, I see a page over there, at the bottom of the screen. That's a fucking trap though, obviously. The doppelganger.
It's obvious that for all his power, Mr. is an agent of another greater being. The dark place he came from is full of terrible alien intelligences, dark presences, and none of them should be let loose in our world. He serves one of them. He'll open the way for them if I don't stop him. But he'll do more. He'll take over my life. He already has my face. He already uses my name. He'll become Alan Wake in every way imaginable and corrupt everything, unless I can stop him.
But it's not going to be as simple as shining a flashlight on him and then hitting him with a boomstick. Sadly. I wish it was. I don't know how we're going to beat him. I've never played this Alan Wake. I don't know how we're going to beat him. But it won't be as simple as shining a flashlight at him. We got to do all this power nonsense as well. That's fine though.
I want to talk about Alice. Just look at her. She's really beautiful, isn't she? Your wife. Well, our wife, really. Just my wife soon. Don't worry. I'm not gonna treat her like the others. She's special. If I wanted her dead, she would be. I've been around for a while now. So talented. You haven't seen her new work, of course. Oh, it takes my breath away. Really, she's that good. Did you know that I've got a wedding ring, too? We're that similar. She's seen me a couple times, you know. I've let her catch glimpses. She thinks she's imagining things, of course. She thinks you're dead. It might as well be. I mean, even if you manage to keep surviving, you'll be in my trap forever. So I'll go to her. It'll be an amazing moment. Oh my God, you're alive. I'll be the good, loving husband for as long as I can stand it. She'll love it. And then, one day, somehow, It'll happen. Maybe I'll slip up and she spots something, or maybe she just starts running her mouth. And then I'll do it. It's gonna be sweet. My darling wife.
Oh dear. Right. Snag a checkpoint. There's men down there starting a little war somewhere. I want to pop up and around here. See if I can't anger the locals. Right, there's literally no reason to come up here, so... Yeah, I get it, there's snakes and things. Oh man, I thought there'd be a manuscript here. There isn't. What about all the way over here in the distance? There is. Is it a trap manuscript? Mr. Scratch's
The trap Mr. is set for me is as simple as it is impossible. Whenever I reach him, he sends me back to the beginning of the maze. It's a loop in time. I go through it only to end up where I started. There's a brutal genius to it. If I die, it's over for me. If I survive, I end up where I started. Sooner or later, the odds will catch up with me. And in the meantime, he gets to toy with me. But that's why I have a chance. He's caught in this pattern just as much as I am. I know where he'll be, and I'm prepared.
That's the thing. He's always going to be at the drive-through theatre. Always. Because that's where you have your showdown. Doesn't matter what else is going on. He's always going to be at the drive-through theatre. Doesn't matter how smart you are, if you create a time loop that ends with Alan Wake attacking you at a drive-through theatre, you have to be at the drive-through theatre. Otherwise the time loop doesn't work. So we snag a checkpoint now. We've got a big old rattlesnakes everywhere.
You're like a little hamster in a wheel. Go ahead and keep running for all the good it'll do you.
There's the other two. They despawned. Sons of bitches. Where are you? Come out and face me, Mr. Scrooge. I can't do the sound. No one can do the sound. That's the point. Anything round this way? I have got 30 fucking sawn-off shotgun rounds, but that requires them getting a bit closer than I'm comfortable with, to be honest. Okay, assault rifle it is. Yeah, assault rifle it is, friends. I will take that. Hey, little fella. Hey, little buddy. I got a sawn-off shotgun and an assault rifle. We're doing a bit better than we did in the original game, but, you know, Alan knows what he's on about now. Like, in the original game, he was just like, oh, it has to be light to destroy them. And now he's like, do you know what? Actually, a sawn-off shotgun doesn't work half bad. Just fucking pelt them. We got 75 rounds in the fully automatic assault rifle. Light goes out. Do I take that? I do take it. We know how this goes. I'm not very good at it, and I'm mostly looking for pages at this point. You can ambush me all you want. There's a flare. Are there any pages in there? There's no pages in there. So let's wander through here while it's safe. There's something there. I don't know what it is. It's just ammunition. Yeah, there's a page here. See? See? Can't come back through here when this is all electrified and try and get that. Survival in the dark
The
place.
dark place is utterly hostile to human life.
Oh, yeah.
It eats at your mind, wants you to succumb to madness. Your own thoughts can turn against you. Every shadow conceals a threat that attacks at the slightest sign of weakness. You're under endless assault. Every day is a struggle for survival. But I've learned to take care of myself. I focus on Alice, our life together, my need to be with her. That takes me a long way in the dark place. As long as I have my gun and the flashlight.
Yeah, but time's a bit squiffy in the dark place, isn't it, Al? Isn't it, buddy? Old pal Al. But I've got a sawn-off shotgun and a flashlight. And that's enough for me. I'm just looking for anything else? No. Okay, let's snag this checkpoint. And then let's go and turn everything on and wake everything up. And that'll end the session, I think. I do wish the Taken would say stuff, though. Serena Valdivia.
For Serena Valdivia, burning the midnight oil was more of an exception than a rule. A procrastinator and a perfectionist, she often worked when she wouldn't be disturbed. Tonight was especially important. The film festival would open tomorrow, and there was still so much to sort out. It wasn't that the work hadn't been done. She just didn't feel like she had completely mastered everything yet.
And then Mr. Scratch came along and burned out her mind and made her be all... Yeah, that's horrible. Mr. Scratch is horrible. I do miss the finding the words and lighting up the words to get supplies and stuff. But I mean, we're not really in the real world, are we? Really? We're in a quasi-real world? Right, what have we got? We got a flashbang and a pump action. I think I prefer the assault rifle, to be honest. Okay. Oh, different ones this time. Spinners. Where's your mates? Yeah, the sawn off is a bit... Nearly.